When you disagree with your trauma, you take control over your fate. When you agree with your trauma, you give it control over your fate. There's an idea of identifying with our traumas, which is beautiful because there's a community of people who listen to you with their hearts without trying to shrink down your trauma to a fact, to a moment, and connect the dots. How did that lead up to you being you now? Without trying to rationalize it. But understand this, the more we beat on pain, the more we become accustomed to it. I do not disagree with the procedure of healing, whereby we start with accepting and then allowing ourselves to fear. But understand, the more we beat on it, the more we become accustomed to it, to a point whereby it turns from it being your horror, it being your nightmare, to being your friend. Now you understand how you changed. You understand how it became a parasite into your mind. You understand what takes you back. You understand your triggers. Now you think you've healed. You haven't. You're very far. Because now, instead of being aware of its effects, you are aware of how you are affected by it. Now that overrides the fact that you are still feeling it. It makes you think now you are in control. You are not. This is a parasitic agent in your mind who is now polluting each and every belief that you have, slowly, patiently, turning you to its direction. Disagree with your trauma. Disagree with the fact that you felt that this and that happened to you. That is why you are who you are today. I'm not saying disagree with your timeline. I'm saying disagree with the belief that you are limited to what you have experienced. Hope for more. Seek more. Expect more. Wish for more, pray for more, think about more, meditate for more, go for more. But the moment you understand, because here's how I believe goes, we don't have to sit down and sign. The moment you okay it, you experience the life that you see. Your life is limited to your reality. The moment your reality aligns with your trauma, now you think you're in control. No, you are led by it. You cannot lead your trauma. You cannot lead it. It is very impossible. But the moment you start disagreeing vividly with it, the moment you disagree, you know for sure you are limited because you come from lack. You know, that is what you do know, but you affirm differently. You say, no, this is a testimony. This is me coming up. Right? The devil is trying to blind me. I'm sorry about that. But you disagree with the fact that you come from lack. You disagree with your limitations. You seek more, you do more, and you intentionally do more. I'm not talking about you wishing. I'm not talking about wishful thinking. I'm talking about a person who's intentional about going for more. There are people who have experienced the worst. You look at such. I'm not saying compare yourself, because now you are risking depression here. Because now you'll realize you've had it worse than them. Maybe you are the one who is